Hello everyone and welcome once again to our Culpeper County Fieldhouse for this episode of the Recreation Rundown. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to be back at this wonderful facility and sitting next to this amazing person who, as we all know, is Tabitha Riley, Recreation Superintendent.
Yes, I did get a title change.
That sounds very important.
I'm still doing the same stuff, but title change, so I'm very happy. And I have officially been here for 20 years now.
Congratulations on that marked anniversary. That's
incredible. I don't know how, but I've been here for 20. I'm not old enough to have been here for 20 years.
Well, when you start working at the age of 7, these things happen.
You know I love you, right?
Tabitha, it is a pleasure to see you again, and it has been, unfortunately, a little bit since we've been at the Fieldhouse.
No, lots of things going on, so.
We are all busy.
Yes.
We are all busy. But one of the things that I'd love to talk about is, first off, I want to talk about some of the great things, some of the big projects, programs that you've had success with. I know it wasn't just a few weeks ago that you had the event here, the vendor sale, and from all indications I saw, mm-hmm. well received.
Yes.
So tell me about some of the big events that you've had recently.
So a lot of big events. So the vendor market, we had the Harvest Market.
Market.
Yep, Harvest Market was on Sunday, September 8th. Mm-hmm. We had 46 vendors here, and roughly 1,300 customers came through to shop. Mm-hmm. So very, very well attended. It was from 12 to 4. I had a blast. I actually got these awesome little earrings. I don't know if you can see them, but they are absolutely adorable little Highland coos. So, but tons of great vendors from like Scentsy and Pampered Chef to homemade mm-hmm. crafts and everything. So we have another one coming up in February, our winter market.
Okay.
So for any vendors that are looking, definitely registration opens October 1st for spaces. And then for the shoppers, put it on your calendar. It'll be a Sunday again from 12 to 4 right before Super Bowl, or the weekend before Super Bowl. So, and then we also had our first annual National Night Out. We partnered with the Culpeper County Sheriff's Office.
Again, one of the recurring themes is the partnership.
Yes.
So that was, now I saw so many pictures.
Oh, yes.
I've seen so much activity on social media, my friends talking about it. What an incredible event this turned out to be.
It was a completely free event. We did have some selling vendors there. They did okay, but it was more about the interaction between the community and our first responders. Mm-hmm. Culpeper Sheriff's Office was here, Culpeper Town PD, Virginia State Police, several of the local fire and rescue companies were here, Department of Wildlife Resources. There was just so many people here, I can't remember them all. And we are grateful to every single one. So it was a fabulous event.
And I'm hoping that next year, at the next National Night Out, do you feel like you'll continue this program?
Yes, it's the first Tuesday in August, mm-hmm. which is great because it's early in August, but for Culpeper locally, it is the day before school starts.
See, you got to make it relatable, and there you go. Everyone can remember the Super Bowl, and everyone can remember when school starts.
Yep. So National Night Out will be here again. We may change a little bit of logistics as far as where we set it up at, mm-hmm. but it's still going to be here at the Culpeper Sports Complex, August of 2025. Our winter market will be February of 2025, and then we've got our Moonlight Halloween Candy Hunt coming up.
This is your jam.
You know me in holidays.
This is your jam. I love it.
We have a group costume theme for our department staff. Mm-hmm. Not going to say what it is yet. You'll have to figure it out, just in case we decide to change our mind. But it's going to be fabulous. That is scheduled for Friday, October 18th, mm-hmm. from 6 to 8 p.m. It is a free and open to the public event. We do ask that everybody pre-register their kids, because the Great Pumpkin must know how much candy to bring. Otherwise, there will not be enough candy for all the kids.
We can't have that.
No. So it's We'll have a costume contest. We're looking at possibly having a magician or some sort of show again. And kids come. We'll have a ton of vendors and activities. The local FFA, high school FFA groups are going to be here. They're going to be doing activities. Girls on the Run's going to be here. Sheriff's office is going to be out. I believe they're going to be doing kid IDs again. But just a ton of different activities. We're going to have a photo booth set up here in the field house from 9 to 12 that morning during preschool playtime. And then again from 5 to 7 that evening. So a nice spooky Halloween background. Bring your own camera, take a picture of your family, your kids, whatever.
So speaking of Halloween, again, Friday, October 18th, pretty much all day festivities.
Evening festivities,
Evening
6
festivities.
to 8 p.m.
But there will be plenty of things here, much like we see
Yes.
behind us.
Yep.
But one thing we have not mentioned, but we want to make sure we do, is if we are looking to get additional information or register for the Great Pumpkin to make sure he has enough candy for us.
Correct.
Where do we go? What do we do?
So information, best place to go is our Facebook page. So facebook.com/Culpeper Recreation. That's the lazy way. That's what I do. Or you can search Culpeper County Parks and Recreation. That'll take you to our page. To register, there's links on our Facebook page for all our events to register. But our website is culpeperrecreation.com, which I'm sure is going to show up at the bottom of the screen.
Probably right there.
Yep. Phone number is 540-727-3412. And you can call us and register over the phone. You can call us for information, website, Facebook. We're also on Instagram, same handle, Culpeper County Parks and Recreation. And then you can email us. So parks, P-A-R-K-S, at culpepercounty.gov.
Because there are a lot of parks.
Correct.
In Culpeper County.
It's got to be plural. So.
Now, one of the things I love about this program is that we do get to run down upcoming events and activities. Now, we are in the midst of, well, at the beginning of fall, and we begin to the fall season session of programs and activities. There are a numerous amount, and you and I had a brief conversation earlier about some of the upcoming neat things. I have seen multiple individuals in the community register because of, these programs that we talk about. And it's a wide berth of amazing activities.
I've got a 4-page cheat sheet.
You know
we can't go over everything, but I've got a couple highlighted. So.
Why don't you run down those highlighted and wet my whistle for the fall activities with Culpeper County Parks and Recreation?
It's all ages, so we've got a little bit of stuff for everybody. October 1st, we've got our Fit and Well Senior Exercise Program. So that's good. It's geared for ages 55 and up, regardless of your physical ability. You can do the class standing, you can do the class seated. Pilates is open to ages 18 and up. That's an evening on a Thursday at 5:30, I believe is the time. Again, 1 hour a week for 4 weeks. Great for core training. So especially us ladies, when we're working on our midsection and our core and want to get that waistline back, or the gentlemen that want to trim up a little bit, whatever. It's a great program. So we've got, for our crafty people, we've got Fall into Fun, or Let's Make Leaf Bowls. So they're going to use silk flowers, silk leaves, to do kind of like a paper mache bowl that you can use as fall decoration. That's really cool. I'm looking forward to that one myself. Cupcake decorating. So this class was advertised and it was billed as ages 14 and up. Talked to the instructor because we had a lot of interest from the community, but their kids were under 14. So the instructor just lowered the ages to 7. So ages 7 to 12 has to have an adult stay with them to help, and then 13 and up can take the class on their own. So, but it's cupcake decorating Spooky Mookie. So it's going to be Halloween themed cupcakes. You get to take home 6 cupcakes. We've got, that class is already full. We've got basket weaving. Our kinder crafts Fall into Fun with scarecrows. You get to make your own scarecrow to take home. Kinder crafts, not quite kinder, it's 4 to 9.
Okay.
So young school age. Brand new class we just added. So upcycled sweater pumpkins.
I'm sorry, what now?
upcycled sweater pumpkins. So
Okay.
take an old sweater you've got at home, you're going to bring it to class, the instructor is going to provide the stuffing, and you bring any extra decorations you want, and you're going to cut the sweater up and make 3 different pumpkins. You're going to take the torso and make a big pumpkin, and the sleeves and make 2 small pumpkins. And it turns into a fabulous little craft for Halloween or fall harvest decorations. We've got first aid, we've got CPR, we've got a graphic design class, learn how to sew, follow a pattern. You're going to make fuzzy pajama pants. We've got a fall cupcake class. We've got an apple pie making class, pumpkin centerpieces with Wallem Gardens up in Jeffersonton. Holiday table runners. We've got a watercolor postcard class. You're going to make you get to make 3 postcards with a winter theme. We've got a winter wreath workshop. One of my other favorites, actually 2 of my other favorites. We've got letters from Santa.
Oh, I love that program. Every
Yeah.
single year.
Yep.
Every single year.
So we are now accepting requests for your girls, if you'd like, fill out the form, and then they will get a customized letter from Santa Claus, and it will be I don't know if you remember this from last year. We have a local elves union here.
I do.
So they're hiding in the back, and then they take the letters, take them up to Anchorage, Alaska, so that they get postmarked from the North Pole, and then they get mailed back down here in the regular mail. So your kid gets a stamped, postmarked envelope from Santa Claus from the North Pole, and it's a customized letter. I like playing Santa Claus.
We have to do that. We have to do
Yep.
that. So again, these are just some of the many programs that not only they've been generated by, of course, yourself and the staff here, but they are timely, they're topical, they are what the community has shown interest in and you've received feedback from. And that's one of the things that we've talked about for years.
Absolutely.
The fact that this facility and the programs contained within it and around it are geared towards what the community wants.
Correct.
So that includes feedback from the community, partnerships across the community. We've already talked about a few.
Right.
So I need to find out, again, we talked about the website before. Give it to me again because I want to make sure I sign up for not only the letters of Santa Claus, probably going to do the cupcake decorating one with the girls. But again, where do I need to sign up again?
So registration, go to culpeperrecreation.com. Big yellow button right on the main screen says online registration. Click on that. It's going to pull up our registration page. You can find the different activities. You can either search for the specific activity you want or just click activities and we'll show you everything we have. You can scroll through and search. There's different ways to search to find what you want. Every class does have a register by date, normally 3 calendar days before the class. So if the class is on a Saturday, you've got till Tuesday to register. That way we know we've got enough interest and enough people signed up so the instructor can come out. We cover all of our expenses because there is direct expenses. These instructors are paid for their time, for their supplies, for everything that's provided.
Well, you do bring up a good point regarding cost of these. One of the cost of the programs, obviously, it has to happen for a number of reasons, as you just stipulated.
Correct.
But we have talked numerous times about access for recreation to everyone. Talk to us or remind me a little bit about how that happens and what is offered.
So, like you said, 99% of our classes do have a cost associated with them because we've got expenses we've got to cover. We operate on a break-even basis, so the classes cover expenses. But even our $5 or $10 classes, sometimes that's just too much for a family. It's the difference between putting dinner on the table or having little Susie take a class. We realize that, and we do offer financial assistance. Our Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee has just gone through and reviewed our financial aid policy because we had started with one, we had to start somewhere. It wasn't appropriate for Culpeper County. The qualifications were too low. So it has actually been reviewed and revised. So we've got a new recreation scholarship for all of our activities. So we did have a name change also. It was Access Assistance Program. It's now the Recreation Scholarship. And qualifications went from, I wrote this down. So a family of 4, the max income limit was 39,000. That got bumped up to 62. So, because it was just too low.
Yeah.
People who needed the assistance weren't applying.
Excessively low.
Correct. So we've actually adjusted that. So we hope to be able to assist more residents in Culpeper now that need the help.
Now the process of getting assistance is very easy.
It's very easy. It's a one-page application. We do have to see federal and state income taxes. If for whatever reason you don't file income taxes, then you just simply write a letter addressed to our Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee explaining your situation. They review it, they make the determination.
And so if I did it once, how long would that be in effect?
So for the Recreation Scholarship, it is good from the time you apply through June 30th.
Okay.
And then come July 1, you can apply again for the next, so that's our
Next fiscal
county
year.
fiscal year.
Okay.
We have a second financial aid program. So as you're aware, all the youth sports leagues in Culpeper are independent organizations. So to assist them and to help our department also, we provide financial aid for the youth sports leagues. So anyone needing assistance with covering the registration fee can apply through us. The form is the same, we just changed the name on the top. So same form, same application process, and one child can apply for one sport, fall, winter, and spring. We do not cover summer, but for those 3 seasons, and then we'll cover the registration fee. So Culpeper Soccer Association, Culpeper Soccer Club now, Culpeper Football Association, Culpeper Little League, Culpeper Rugby, Lacrosse, and wrestling.
I was curious if you're going to be able to name them because there are a number of them.
And lacrosse. So those are the ones that we really work with.
Yep.
So if anybody's interested in that, we are going to start taking applications for spring. I haven't got all the dates yet. I know football told me their registration will open mid-November. I haven't got details from the other leagues yet. I'm working on getting that information. As soon as we do, we'll throw it out on Facebook, we'll put it on our website, and if you're already set up in our software with an email address, you'll get an email stating that applications are now being accepted.
All right. Now, Tabitha, we have covered quite a bit. We still have more to cover with Andrew Hardy, but is there something else that you would like to let me know about?
So, new, exciting, it's kind of a program, it's kind of a special event, it's kind of a hybrid, I'm not quite sure what to call it. We are doing a Holiday Lights driving tour.
Really?
Yep. So we've thrown it out there for members of the community. If you decorate your house, sign up with us. Because every year on Facebook, I'm seeing, where can I go to look at Christmas lights? Where can I go to look at Christmas lights? So why don't we put together a driving tour map? People can sign up and say, I'm going to decorate my house. The decorations have to be up by a specific date. We're actually going to do a competition for the best decorated. We have 3 different categories. So I've got a really nice display. My electric bill is definitely going to notice this. Clark Griswold ain't got nothing on me. So we've already got some people signing up. I'm hoping this is going to be a really fun turnout, and we'll get a lot of community individuals to sign up. The only thing that goes on the map is an address and what category you signed up for. And then we're going to do a Google map so people can download the Google map and then do a driving tour to see all the holiday lights.
Fantastic. Again, for more information about that,
culpeperrecreation.com. Click the big yellow button and then search for holiday, and it'll pull it right up. It's free to join, to get your address on the map, and then you get a chance for prizes to win in one of the 3 categories.
Is it a credit for REC?
No. Nope.
Dominion Power, maybe?
We'll see. I got to go talk to them and see what they'll do. I'm still trying to figure out what the prizes are going to be, if it's just going to be 1 prize per category, or if we'll have a first, second, and third place. Those logistics are still being worked out, but
if folks want to register, they certainly can right now.
Yep. Deadline is mid-November to get signed up. That way you can be included on the map.
Plenty of time to go.
Yep.
All right, Tabitha, again, I cannot thank you enough for taking us through this rundown.
Thank you.
It is incredible every single time. Not only do we see the interaction with the community and what the community is looking for.
Right.
It's fantastic to hear activities from preschool kids to 55 and older, all the partnerships that you work with,
Yeah.
and the availability or the opportunity for anyone in the Culpeper community to have access to recreation.
Oh, yeah. And people from non-Culpeper can participate in any of our activities. So I know we focus on Culpeper, but we get a lot of people taking our programs from just outside the county.
How could you not? This facility and the staff and the programs are incredible.
Yep. Thank you. If I do say so myself, but I'll let you say it.
Well, again, Tabitha, thank you so much
Thank
for joining
you.
us. Looking forward to seeing you next time here at the Field House. But until then, I hope you have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Joining us now is the one, the only Andrew Hardy, Director of Culpeper County Parks and Recreation. Mr. Hardy, what a pleasure it is to see you once again.
Good to see you, Johnny. Good to see you.
We had an amazing chat with Tabitha. First off, you and your staff are doing an incredible job. We've heard about some of the amazing activities and programs that you all have come up with, cultivated, put on, been part of. You really have an incredible offering of events coming up in the fall. But I wanted to speak with you mainly on a couple specific things. I know a few folks are curious about where we're at on the pool, which we'll get to in just a minute. But there have been amazing athletic opportunities presented not only to Culpeper, but obviously the surrounding area. Right. And I want to talk about some of those today. Can you go through some of those amazing programs, those amazing events?
Our department's always been anchored with a variety of cultural programming, whether it was fitness and wellness classes, arts and crafts, creative expressions. But since the field house opened, we've been able to kind of step into the world of athletics, whether it was our middle school volleyball league that's been extremely successful, our high school volleyball league, our Start Smart programming for preschool, which is parent, guardian, and child programming. We're doing football and baseball and softball for that program right now. And we kicked off actually the first year of our youth summer basketball league. Had over 125 individuals that concluded 5 years old, right on up to 12 years old this past summer. And then just literally 2 weeks ago, we started the first ever co-ed adult volleyball league here at the Fieldhouse, and they play Sundays, and we got 7 total teams in that. So it's been super exciting because we've now really become an all-inclusive Parks and Recreation department, from creative arts and crafts programs to active recreation and organized leagues. And that's been thrilling for the community as they've come in and experienced this facility.
You know, I think you're talking about specifically, you mentioned the volleyball program, and really, I've spoken about it many times, but I'm never going to not mention the fact that the programs are not dictated by someone sitting up at their desk. They are cultivated by your and your staff's interaction within the Culpeper community. And I think that is one of the main factors for the success of this facility, the programs, and recreation in Culpeper as a whole.
Yeah, recreation as a whole is only as strong as your relationships with the community. And you, for one, can say, I've seen you out there taking the pickleball clinics a couple of times, but organizations like Culpeper Pickleball Club, Culpeper Youth Rugby, because we've got some rugby clinics that are also coming up this winter. Again, our staff here, we're able to recruit quality part-time personnel who have backgrounds in athletics, whether it is softball, baseball, and other recreational activities, and utilizing their skills to offer programs and services. I mean, the volleyball program, and I can speak honest about that, when we started that about 2.5 years ago, we didn't know whether we were going to get 20 kids for the young ladies, the middle school. We ended up with over 60 young ladies within that program, that it's now a standalone league. And then we branched out to the high school, and we've got over 40 young ladies signed up for that program with a wait list running. Our Start Smarts programs, they're filling up into capacity. Summer youth basketball, again, that was such a huge success. People were asking us to expand that. And it's great because we're able to connect with the community on such a one-on-one level that in 5 years, they're going to say they grew up taking part in Parks and Recreation programs, and that's an exciting thing.
Parks and Rec, baby, how about that? You mentioned the Smart Start or Start Smart program. Can you elaborate a little bit on that for me?
Yeah, so Start Smart is a program that introduces children and parents to various activities. So currently we do basketball, baseball, and football. Right now we're actually doing baseball on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, and then we're taking registrations right now for football programs, and it's a parent-child or guardian-child where we supply the equipment necessary, the lesson plan, and you get kids and their parents out there not only to learn a sport, but to socialize. Because as new parents, we understand we're kind of sometimes on an island there that we might not feel we know everything, and it lets you connect with other parents, and then also your preschoolers connect with other kids as well. So it's social, active, and teaches a game of sports.
Fantastic. So with personnel, they need things to do and things to build and infrastructure, and was pretty much the worst segue I've ever had. But the point is, there are physical changes coming to Culpeper County Parks and Recreation.
So we'll just say we're going to dive into the community pool segment.
Oh, that's good.
So we can dive in.
Well, yeah, but I like that.
We're off the deep end now.
Well, I don't want to go off the deep end. I just, want to dip my toes in the water a little bit. That was good.
That was actually really good.
So, but we're talking about some things being added. Obviously, we're going to get to the community pool, but we have additions to Glen Park, Mountain Run Lake Park, the complex itself. Can we talk a little bit about those?
Yeah, really this year, 2024, is going to be the year of infrastructure. Our parks, for many that know, we've done some great advances over the last 5 years with the athletic field lights here at the Culpeper Sports Complex, the construction of 4 pickleball courts at Mountain Run Lake Park, but we're looking at improving those facilities as well. So at Lynn specifically, we're looking at paving the existing parking lots as well as 2.31 miles of a trail system on that property to make it more ADA accessible. At Mountain Run Lake Park, one of our most widely used facilities between the 4 shelters, 2 playgrounds, 4 pickleball courts, is increasing the restroom capacity. So going from a 1-in-1 to 5 women's and 3 men's, then also doing a nice concrete walkway and retaining wall around the pickleball courts so that we can create kind of a gathering place for the community. It'll include a flag plaza, and that's actually going to Buildings and Grounds in October for their consideration before it goes out to bid. And then safety is critical too. Here at the sports complex, when it was built or it opened however many years ago, it was really a dawn to dusk property. Well, now with the athletic field lights and the field house, we're open till 9 o'clock, 9:30 each and every evening. So we're improving the lighting in the parking lot for our, park goers and so forth. That'll create a nice, better, safer environment for them. We're still waiting on the scoreboards for our football fields, but a lot of projects are in the works right now. And if Joe were sitting here, and I know this one's not on the list, we're actually redoing all of the dog park equipment at Lynn right now.
Well, I saw the equipment picture on Facebook.
We did. We purchased about $16,000 worth of new canine agility equipment that rather than just putting in the ground, we're actually going to surface mount it to concrete so we don't have to worry about weeds and all of that stuff going on. We're improving the entrance by trash cans, other bags, and things of that nature. That we're really evaluating all of our properties from like a 360-degree angle and doing what we need to do to make them better for the community and all of our user groups.
I love the fact that all these projects are happening, and what's great is years ago, you and I were talking about got to get the lights. It's going to make a difference. You did. It has. And it allowed you to move forward with these other changes, this infrastructure, which is, again, providing additional opportunities to Culpeper. I do want to ask you one thing, and you're probably going to get mad at me for asking.
No.
If folks notice something at, you say the restrooms changing at Mount Run Lake Park, or they notice something or want to add their input, would you direct them to your personal cell phone? Or would you send them towards parks at culpepercounty.gov?
Honestly, I'd probably do the parks at culpepercounty.gov, or they can call us here at the Culpeper County Fieldhouse, 540-727-3412, and they can talk to us directly, leave a message with our attendants. And really, we want folks to be our eyes and ears out there on our properties. We've got so many, whether it's the acreage, the volume of parks, etc., we need our community to keep us informed on some of the challenges and improvements that are needed. Because at the end of the day, we're doing it for them, so help us out. Bye. So help us out. That's just like the programming. If there are folks that want to see a basket weaving class, even though we already have those,
True.
Let us know, because if you want to do a walking club, let us know. At the end of the day, the more information that we have, the better department we can be for the community. And that's what we're really looking to do.
One of the biggest things folks have been mentioning since I think I've been in high school here, and probably before that, because it's been a long time, is a community pool. As we sit here right now filming, I can see out of the corner of my eye construction being done. Can you give us an idea of, I know we have a big date coming up.
We do.
But can you give us that big date, what's going to happen, and where we are at in the process?
So it is kind of crazy because you're talking about just the Culpeper Community Pool Project, but it has been a ton of Parks and Rec activity over the last 5 years. Some things, even going back to the lights that people thought that they would never see, chalk another one up with the Culpeper Community Pool. But we are doing the official groundbreaking on October the 9th at 10 a.m. That'll be right here at the Culpeper Sports Complex. And for those that remember the groundbreaking for the field house, it's going to be the same setup. We're going to have tents, seating, some food, have some great speakers out there to include myself, County Administrator John Egertson, Town Manager Chris Hively, Town Mayor Frank Reeves, and then Supervisor Gary Deal will be on site, have some renderings and so forth. So we're hoping about 30, 45 minutes, and then the ceremonial shovel that we're going to put in the ground to keep it going. Even though, like you mentioned, you take a peek, the project's up and underway.
Yeah.
In the end, the project, we're looking at having it May 2026 is the official opening date. The facility itself is going to be beautiful. We'll get some drone footage, courtesy of you. Once the weather kind of gets better and it's more conducive, because it's rainy out there right now, but we're looking at 5 25-meter lap lanes, 800 plus square foot splash pad, 2 20 by 20 shelters, a beach entry for ADA accessibility and the little ones to come in, and then actual facility itself with men's, women's, family locker rooms, a meeting space that when we do lifeguard training programs or you do a birthday party, you can rent that space out. Fully functional concession stand, because we're going to be selling hot dogs, hamburgers, all sorts of good stuff there. And really creating another environment that make the Culpeper Sports Complex a destination to couple with the field house, the athletic fields, the inclusive playground, and the trail system that's right here already.
It's incredible to find, I don't want to use those words. I know there are a number of folks who are anxiously awaiting the completion of this project. And I tell you one thing that, I just mentioned before, talking about those lights years ago, and here they are coming to fruition. The county and the entirety of the Culpeper community have done an amazing job helping you and your staff. Obviously, you've done incredible work. There, as you mentioned, over the past 5, 6, 7 years, recreation in Culpeper County has changed dramatically. And that is due to the support of the Board of Supervisors, Town of Culpeper, your amazing staff, and the community at large. I feel that great work is being done.
It's amazing because that is really the truth. And I would say that what our team, our community has been able to accomplish in 5 years, most communities would say that that's a lifetime accomplishment. You've got other colleagues whom I'm aware of in our profession that they haven't done these projects in 10, 15 years of their career. And we're managing to push it all within 5, 7 years. Because I did celebrate my 5-year anniversary just on September 15th. So 5 years is the amount of time.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We survived 5 years doing some outstanding projects. So 5 years, a pandemic, field house, lights build. I mean, the list goes on and on. But it really is amazing to see the progress. But we do have to just tell folks, hey, look, this isn't the end. This is the beginning, because when people are seeing quality services, it just makes them want them more. We've seen it with our programs. We've seen it with the facilities. we see the growth of Culpeper and us being proactive to the needs of our constituents. That's exactly where we're looking at being. And Tabitha, I know she probably touched on it too. We want to be a department that is an essential service because we know how important our kids, our parents, our aunts, our uncles, our families, and our friends are. And improving the quality of life is an essential service, and that's what we're about.
Well, that is the attitude and passion of success. So, Andrew, I want to thank you for what you've done, what you continue to do, you and your staff, and I also want to thank you for taking time to talk with us today.
I appreciate it, Johnny K.
So if I want some information regarding the pool, if I want information regarding what's going on, I mean, obviously Facebook, you guys do a great job at updating that, facebook.com. You could search Culpeper County Parks and Recreation. You can call, email, reach out. This is for them. This is for the community.
It really is. And like I said, if you want the answers, give us a call if you've got the questions. We try to tell folks all the time, we are 100% transparent with how we conduct our operations. So call us, message us on Facebook, send us an email, and our staff will get back to you in a prompt measure. Or guess what? Just walk in the doors. We're here at the Field House Monday through Friday, open on the weekends. Come on in, see us, say hello, and get to know the team that's offering these outstanding services and doing these projects. So, hey, we're available, we're accessible, and we're here waiting.
And we want to thank you for tuning in for yet another episode of the Recreation Rundown. Thanks, Tabitha. Thank Andrew. Thank you. Now, folks, don't forget, use the information on your screen to take part in the opportunities presented to our Culpeper community by Culpeper County Parks and Recreation. Until we see you at one of the amazing programs or one of the incredible facilities or at the groundbreaking for our community pool on October 9th at 10 a.m., you have yourselves a great day. And of course, a better tomorrow.